Hello everyone, Clive here, and welcome to Ark Survival Ascended Aberration. This is the first episode in a new series on the Aberration map, which is the third canon map released for the Ark franchise. And I want to mention a very important detail for this playthrough. I will be starting with a previous character that I used in my Island series, so it's going to be a higher level character, and the reason why I did this is because if you are creating a brand new character, it is highly recommended that you level that character up on the island. If you're on a cluster or if you're playing single player, you can do that and then move over to Aberration, and you can move over there around level 80 or so. You should be fine. You can level up in a fraction of the time on the island, and it shouldn't take much time to do that. At the very minimum, you can at least do the note run, which if you look at my episode 1 for the Island series, you can see how that works, and then move over to this map. So I will be over level 100 for this, so I won't be focusing that much on leveling. So if you want to learn how to level past the note run, then you can check out episode 12 on the Island series, where I go over leveling up in the swamp cave. There are some requirements for that. I think there are minimum requirements is level 81 if you're playing solo, just to get the scuba gear. So other than that, yeah, I did do a mind wipe before I came over, and I'm not going to be going back over there. Everything will be done completely on this server, so no going back and forth. So let's hop into the map. And I did have this map unveiled, so you can see like all this stuff here, just because I did go into single player mode just to see if things are the same. And there are some things that are similar, but a lot of things have changed. So I'm not going to hop right into the best spot right away. I just want to point out a couple of things. If you're just hopping on a server, you can just pick a spot and then just scatter it out if you want to. Or if you've already done that in single player, then go for that. But I do want to show you a couple of interesting places where you can start out at. So let's start out here. I'm not going to build here. I'm just going to show you this particular area. This is where most people go. It's called the portal. It's very easy, but easy is a relative term, and it means something different on this map versus the other maps. So the easy on the island is a bit different than easy on Aberration. That's mainly because you don't have access to flyers, and there is a lot of elements of danger when you're walking around in here. So we can just grab some stuff. There are things like mushrooms in the ground. So these are new for Aberration. There's also aberrant creatures. So here's the aberrant, what is this, moss chops. I'm thinking of megalosaur. No, that's a different thing. Yeah, aberrant moss chops. And this thing wants giant bee honey, which we don't have, unfortunately. There's these little charge bugs. These are new. Let's say you can, I know, you just put the battery on it. Yeah, so you can use it to charge batteries if you are really desperate. You can also charge batteries in the little charging stations that are everywhere. So there are carbon enemies. There are a lot of things that are aberrant. So everything on this map is aberrant, except for the things that are native to this map. So yeelings, basilisks, and reapers, things like that. There's no aberrant version of those. And the difference between an aberrant creature and a creature that's normal is that the aberrant creature will glow in the dark. So you'll see the light patterns will shine in darkness. And the second thing about them is that the aberrant creature will have different stats. So it'll have 4% less health and have 6% more damage compared to the equal static creature of its normal variant. Alright, so this area's been pretty calm for the most part. Oh, here's a bulb dog. So yeah, these are really nice pets to have early on. They're called light pets because they emit light and they sit on your shoulders. So all the light pets will eat mushrooms. They just all eat different kinds. You have to figure out which ones eat which kind. I think these eat the aquatics. So let's try these. Okay, yeah, so you put on your last slot and then that's it, they eat those. But I'm not gonna say entertain this thing, so I'm not gonna stay over here. And it's probably gonna die pretty quickly. But these are also pretty good for hide too. Yeah, so if you're trying to level up from scratch on here, this is a good spot to go. You can just chop down trees and try to build a few things. But I don't know if you can build on here. I'm not going to try right now, though. I would assume you can't, but maybe you can. So if you can, just let me know in the comments. But yeah, this is a good spot to start off at because it's very safe and tamed, but you will run into raptors eventually. And I've seen a basilisk in here too. So that's kind of scary. Oh, there we go, basilisk. Yeah, basilisk underground, I'm guessing. That's what that little poison cloud was. So yeah, that's a basilisk. That's the worst thing to run into in the green zone, in my opinion. And I didn't even see it. I think it was stuck underneath the ground, and it just hit me one time. They do a tremendous amount of damage. Let me just go, let's not go there again. I'm just gonna, you saw that spot, it's a good spot to start off at, but you do have basilisks there. Let's go over here, this fertile lake. This is another good spot to start at. But this part of the map does have its own challenges, because there are Spinos and there are also Krakenos over here. And I guess Aberrant Carnos. Let's try to avoid that thing. Let's try to run past this stuff here. There's also creatures here that you can run into. There's also a oh, what just killed that? Oh, it's a bunch of Ravagers. Oh yeah, we don't want to mess with those. So Ravagers are like the wolves on the map, and they're good for carrying a lot of materials. Kind of like RGs. Let me just get rid of all this stuff in the background. Yeah, so those are really good for holding weight, and they also have a pack buff, so these are pretty good to get for running around as well. You can get a pack of them and they do a lot of damage. But for now, we can just outrun them, and they're not that fast. We can definitely get past something that they will attack over us. And we'll get to them more in future episodes. But we did avoid them now, so that's fortunate. But yeah, the basilisks are the worst. Oh no, that's not good. Okay, eat this thing. Eat this parasaur. So this place is a little interesting. There's a lot of stuff here that you have to be mindful of. But it's not the worst place, to be fair. Like, this is not terrible. We're on the lake's right around here. You do have a lot of running water. And you get these big giant trees. These are like the redwood trees. You can build on those. And this grass is really tall. What is that? You also have to be worried about mushrooms. There's like random mushrooms that pop up. Not too much over here, but when you get into the map a little bit on the green zone, there are some mushrooms that will poison you and will suffocate you. And you lose a little bit of health, but if you hit enough of them, you will die. Alright, let's go down this thing. This is like the place where you go if you want to get Spinosaurs and Krakenos. So over there's a Spinosaur, look right there in the water. I see its head. Maybe that's a Deinosuchus. That's a Spinosaur. Yeah, it's a Spino. It's a big head. Yeah, it's a Spino. So this place is very rough as well. But this water is pretty interesting. Like this, you can build under here. Oh, that's really dark. That is very dark. Alright, we're not going to go into that. That's pretty scary, actually. We don't want to go there. So let's just keep going. The map, I think they're going to be working on this map as far as like the lighting goes. It's a little off and on sometimes. Some places you get some interesting lighting where it doesn't really work out too well. But then you get to some pretty nice places though that are lighting works out really well. There's Deinosuchus. Looks like an aberrant. Maybe it's an aberrant Sarco. Yeah, it's a Sarco, I think. Sarcos are probably one of the easier ones to get early on. If you get a Sarco, you can actually travel around pretty fast because there's a lot of lakes around here. Oh, there's a Moss Chops. Alright, so overall this place is pretty nice. There are a few flat areas you can build on around here. So if you like this area, you can scout around and try to find a good spot. But the place that I want to build at is pretty far away. It's like over here on the edge of the green zone. Here's something. Oh, what the heck is this? What was this? A raptor. What killed the raptor? Oh, that killed the raptor, okay. Yes, they go kill the raptor. Oh, that's a basilisk. Wait, what? They killed the basilisk. Look at that. It's a dead basilisk. Oh, that bear's gonna kill me. Nope, nope, nope. That's instant. 145. No wonder why the basilisk died. Okay, so that's one good spot over there. I'm just like rambling and admiring the map. I'm gonna go over here. This is where I'm gonna build at, is like right over here. So there's this waterfall, like this waterway. It's a waterfall, and it's a waterfall that goes right down into the blue zone. And all along this area right here is metal. So I like building over here. This is very safe, this corner. You have raptors there. but you shouldn't have basilisks. You shouldn't have any other stuff like that. And you're really close to an exit point to the outside area here. So there's the surface you can go to. That's really close by. There's a lot of those little batteries around here. This is a good spot. I like this spot. And it's also like redwood trees here. So you can actually build platforms that you can live on if you wanted to, above the ground. And, you know, put your dinosaurs up there. And you can, there's a lot of space over here. I like this area. Another good spot is, this is where we started at, was over here. You come out of here, and right up here is a big flat area on the very top. So like this whole is like a big flat area. It's the very top part of it, but it overlooks this spine, and this spine is where you would go to go down to the red zone. So that's the only way in and out of the red zone is down here. So that's really the map layout, and let's just kind of make it over. Actually, this is probably the best spot is start right here, because then we can just run straight across. It's pretty quick, assuming nothing terrible is right here. So this is considered hard, but it may be easier than some of the other spots. We have an earthquake. So you do have random events like earthquakes in here, and things drop from the ceiling. So if you look at the ceiling, stuff's like falling down. You hear it clanging on the ground. But you can get a lot of interesting things like blue gems, crystal, red gems, green gems. Things that you would definitely need and are hard to get right now. You can get those from here. Moving around, it's a little tough early on. There's a basilisk right there. So there you go, basilisks. Those things are terrible. I'm gonna kill that, it's gonna chase me. They're pretty fast too, surprisingly. So we need to go that way. Okay. Alright, so let's grab some stuff. That is... That's a parasaur. Can I get up there? Oh, a triceratops. Nice. So yeah, here's the batteries. These are all over the place. This is this is how you make elements. If you look at one of these, they have an element option for crafting. You're gonna need different gems, some congealed gas balls, some charged batteries. This is something you would do when you're able to get into the red zone pretty consistently. So that's not something we could do, but you also could upload creatures and transfer inventories to different places. So this is all new. This was not available in the old one. You weren't able to travel to different servers from these. So you can now though, which is kind of nice, I guess. What's that? Lystro. I do need to get some hide. Alright, so let's try to actually work on getting to where we need to go. I want to go this way. It is very hard to see. Like, I think I have the... Do I have the foliage down? Let me check real quick. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's a little bit not bad, I guess. Alright, so let's keep on heading towards the location. Try to really avoid any danger if we can. So we are going this way. Should probably mark on the map where we're going to go. Let's do that. Let's put a waypoint. Navigating is very rough on this map. Just because it's so vertical. Sometimes you get stuck in certain places and you can't get back out. You have to backtrack quite a bit. Home. Okay, that should be helpful. Let's make sure we turn this on. There we go, 836 meters away, roughly. Alright, and down here is the blue zone. This is like the main entryway to that place. And the blue zone is far worse than the green zone. Yeah, we don't want to go to the blue zone just yet. Oh no, those are yinlings. Yeah, you see that thing flying around there? That's a yinling. Attacking the stegos. These are new. I don't think you can tame those early on. I think you can tame them fairly early, but not this early. Let's keep on heading to where our base is. I think we have to go around this way. And it is so dark. Let's just gamma up just a little bit. Maybe that might help with the video brightness, hopefully. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to the base. Hopefully we can make it there. And if I find anything interesting along the way, then we can come back. Oh, it's Baby Raptor. Can I tame this one? And it's so fast. Can I get you? Oh yeah, we can. There we go. I don't have any meat on me, but at least we have a baby now. They could follow us. Let's try to kill something. What do we need for the spears? Ah, we need some more wood, okay. Yeah, I didn't get very far, but I did find a lot of dead raptors. I think they were fighting things that they couldn't kill. And I figured this baby was attached to one of those. I really need some hide before we head off over to the base. I do hear a dodo somewhere. Alright, let's kill this dodo if we can find it. Ah, there it is. So really at this point, just trying to get some supplies and kind of prepare, maybe fight something if there's stuff around the base I need to kill. So if you are heading to your base, you definitely want to be prepared to defend it. And you probably want to prioritize a bed as well. That's what I need to do. I need to make a bed if we can get enough hide for that. If you're needing hide right now, you probably could just take out dodos and bulbasaurs. Sorry, bulb dogs, not Pokemon. So yeah, I think just to prepare, we probably should just make a couple of bolas, and that should be about it. We have spears, and I do need some water. So I'll head towards the base again, and if we find anything else, like some random babies running around, then we'll come back. Alright, I'm back, and yeah, I did die. I fell off a cliff, so it wasn't like an animal attacked me. But I'm running back to the body, and it should be pretty empty over here. I didn't see anything dangerous when I died. You just have to be careful which direction you're going. Like, try to go down if you're staying close to the bottom, and try not to go up any ramps. Alright, yeah, so this is the swamp area. We're actually getting pretty close. Looks like the raptor's doing pretty good. It did follow me down the cliff, which is, I guess, nice. I don't have to go back up and get it. It needs to be imprinted. What do you need? Oh, yeah, I don't have any kibble. Yeah, I don't have any crypods, so I guess it can't be imprinted on. Alright, got all our stuff. So yeah, I think what I'll probably do is just speed this part up, because there's not really much between here and where we need to go. It's very short. But if you're going to this place, this will maybe help you trying to find it. So I'll try to make it over there, and then I'll show you what we need to do to secure that spot. Alright, so this is the place, the general area. This is not the exact spot I want to build at, but I did mark this battery charger by accident. Now I did see a couple of raptors down the cliffside here, so we need to avoid those at all costs. But where we're going to be at, there shouldn't be any raptors in that specific area. If there are, then I can probably kite them off the edge and then head back up there after I respawn. So we want to go over to this side. This is area that we can easily secure. There's no like ledges or anything above us, so nothing's going to fall down. If you did find a spot, definitely check above you, because stuff will fall onto your base from above. So yeah, we have this battery that we can go to if we need to charge. And really there shouldn't be too many dangers here. It's really just the mushrooms. Like right here is the red mushrooms that will poison you. And we got too close. But this is good. So in order to stop this, you have to get the Agravic mushrooms, the brown ones, and it'll give you a buff to counteract that. Yeah, if you look at our stats, you can see the different effects. So each one of these mushrooms, they can counteract certain poisons that you might encounter. And so we do want to avoid these red mushrooms, just like this one right here. But you can pick the red ones that are like more flat. Oh, that dude scared me. I thought that was a raptor like getting ready to attack me. Okay, so this is the area though. This is where we want to be at. And there are actually a lot of benefits to being here, and I'll show you why we want to be over here. You are close to a gas ball geyser. You have a charger over there. There's a few of them like really high up too, you can get to eventually. And there's also this defensive cliff right here, so nothing can get up here. You really have to block off like a small section. Like this area right here, and then all the way across, and once that's blocked off, then you should be good to go with security. I think eventually you could put like one big gate and one small gate and you should be fine. Then you have this whole area, because this whole area back here is blocked off. This is all high up on the cliff. So nothing can get up here. Nothing can get back here. And you also have a Z plant. Then we deal with these mushrooms. These things are kind of a pain in the beginning. We counteract this. And this another benefit is these plants will actually heal you. And your dinosaurs too. And eventually these things will spit out seeds. So like you can get a couple of seeds from these things. And the seeds are handy because you need them to tame certain things in the map. I don't need them for light pets. They're actually like the kibble for light pets, but I think the yearlings need them. And the really nice thing about this area is, yeah, right there's the mushroom. Avoid that one. You have this water you can use as a water source. Shouldn't take much to get that up. You have these trees you can build on. These are all trees that you can put platforms on. And you can actually build across to this cliff here. There's no way up from this side. You can build a ramp down if you wanted to, but you can build across to these tree platforms. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then over here you have some metal in the back. You also have green gems over here, green gems over there as well. And then let's let you stay here. Okay, and if we come over here, there is the blue zone right here. And this area right here, you get blue zone creatures that spawn up here sometimes. So you might rarely get a rock drake. Like it's very, very rare, extremely rare. But if you do, you have to actually take care of that pretty quick, because it could wander over here. But across from this is going to be a bunch of metal in the cliff side on the left side here. So this is a good metal source. You also have some metal right here. This is like not the good metal, this is the not so good metal, but this is some metal. So you can put your base up front and you can farm the stuff back here, especially like these green gems. If you need a bunch of green gems, you can do that. Lots of rocks back here, lots of trees. These trees all give fungal wood. So you get fungal wood if you need it. And yeah, so this is actually a pretty nice area. Just these mushrooms are the killer. So we need to like watch out for those mushrooms. Not these. These you can pick. It's the ones. That right there. So you see the difference? There's a difference. So these, like flatter, these are more rounded on top. But they're everywhere. They're like all over this area. Alright, so what we should do now is probably get started on building. And I'm probably just going to work on the gates first. And then I'll just do like a little small base area to put some stuff down. And then I can just work on the base between episodes. A lot of resources over here too, so you don't have to worry about having to travel too far for wood and stuff. This could be helpful too if we get one of these. But we probably need a crossbow for that first. We could probably build like the house over here on this edge. Oh yeah, and I want to show you the map, so let's look at the map real quick. So now you can see the coordinates and where we are exactly. So yeah, this is where we are. This is the coordinates down here. 34, 62.7. If you want to follow along, there's so many good spots to build over here. They each have their strengths and weaknesses. You just really need to be close to water. I guess those raptors I saw earlier all died. So we probably should start building and getting the walls up really quickly. All right, so I'm gonna grab some water and I'll be back whenever we are getting started. All right, so we got a foundation and we also got the bed down. So if we die, then we can at least spawn back up here. I also did tame a bulb dog. It was right down by the water. And I showed you how to tame him earlier. Just give him the mushrooms and you're good to go. So let's grab the raptor and let's bring it back to this spot here. It's like stuck, I think. Something over there to get stuck on. Oh, there it goes. Okay, good. So this thing is fully grown now, and we can use it as like, I guess, a guard dog if we need to. Though if anything big comes in here, it's not going to do much. The pathing does seem a little off. We do need to get some more food. Probably get a trough at some point. So yeah, it didn't have very good stats, but at least it's got some melee in it. But like Reppers in general, they just have very low health. So like 345 is not gonna last very long. You know, maybe we could do like a saddle. Maybe if we can get this to farm up some meat for us and some hide. Let's see, what do we need? 110 hide, okay. Yeah, I just spent all my hide on the bed. So we can't make that right now. So yeah, I need to go farm some more hide as well. And that's really just the biggest thing in the early game. Hide and then a lot of resource gathering for like walls and stuff. Alright, I'll feed the dinos and then, yeah, I'll just start working on this wall. So now that we have a bed, I feel better. Because it is not a short walk from where we spawn in at. Alright, so I did see a drop over there. I think that's a drop. It looks like a drop. And it's blue, so yeah, I can get that one. That's my level, at least. I think the blue ones are like level 20s. Oh, Yelling's still flying around over there. It's still attacking those Stegosauruses. Been doing that for a while, actually. Yeah, I'd imagine they probably couldn't take down a Stego that fast, since those barbs don't do a lot of damage, and Stego takes less damage too. Oh, look at that! Yeah, this is like bad. These drops are pretty terrible, actually. So in ASC, the island drops are pretty bad, but they fixed those. But I wonder why they didn't fix these. So yeah, if you want good drops, you have to go to the surface. Oh, Stego, are you alone? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'll take a Stego. Yeah, we could put you in the base. It only eats berries too, so that's not hard to feed it. So I guess the parent died to something around here. Maybe like the Yeeling, I'm guessing. Are you coming? Wait, where are you going? I don't have any cryopods. What level is this guy? If we can get a good level, that might be good to use for holding stuff. I need to get some more water. Yeah, we can actually use these mushrooms here, these aquatic mushrooms. These will give us some water. But I think there's a drawback to using these. Maybe like it decreases your food or something. Yeah, so we did get a little bit of water from that. Where are you going? You're like, I don't know what this thing's doing. Okay, so yeah, we have some storage. We have bulb dog and a raptor. That's about where we're at now. I do need to spend a lot of time getting resources. I think it's probably worth just getting the resources now. Let's see. Let's go ahead and pin. Let's track this. And let's track this. And I can at least just focus on this stuff for now. So we just need a little bit of wood, really. So if you need wood, you can use the fungal wood or the regular wood. Both of those work the same way. You can give everything back here that we don't need. Alright, so I'm gonna go farm this stuff up. I should probably make like 4 or 5 of these things to go across. And yeah, I'll be back when I get this stuff done. This is gonna be a little bit boring to watch. Alright, so we did clear out a lot of stone and stuff, and we have our last piece. So let's go ahead and put this down. This should block it up. Might have to do one more, actually. Yeah, they can get up here. Maybe. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. We'll have to test it out. Maybe find something that chases us. But yeah, we might have to put another piece up there, but if not, then we should be fine. Yeah, I think they can get up here. So it shouldn't be a big deal. Actually, I'll probably just put it like this way, like going this direction. Or maybe I can just put this one going that direction. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, for the most part, this is pretty safe. Things are not going to be going in and out of here easily. And then this side should be pretty good. Like, we can get out, but things can't get in. So if you run up in here, it's going to get pushed off right there because it's like a little ledge. We could put pillars and stuff down here to really prevent that if we needed to. But yeah, so this is the protection. This is the wall. So now we can build on this side of the wall, like probably up here somewhere, and just build our base like right over here. And then we'll have all the green crystals over there should respawn if we build far enough up this way. And then everything back there should still respawn. And we'll use this back area for just dinosaurs and stuff and like breeding. And like I said before, it should be pretty safe here, with the exception of the yearlings. So we might have to like maybe put turrets up or something, I'm not sure. Or maybe just put like just walls in general up here for yearlings. Yeah, there's still one flying around over there somewhere, but I guess they could spawn anywhere really. So that's fine. I think we should be safe for now at least. And if we get one, then we'll deal with it at that point in time. We still have the mushrooms back here that are kind of a pain. I still need to figure out how to deal with those things. I think we can just break them with something. I'm not quite sure though. We can break them with. Let's get rid of these. We don't need these anymore. I'll fix that other piece in later. I might just test it out here in a little bit. Alright, so next steps. Stego's almost done. And we're using that. We're gonna use that guy to store up all the berries and stuff. So that should be pretty nice to have. A little berry storage there. They do get a reduction to berries when they hold them. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the first episode. I have to work on this base. Like I said before, I'll probably move it over here and we'll just have this little cliff area. Maybe we could build a cliff platform eventually and just work off that. Like maybe it sticks out over the sledge here and just have like a nice little cliff platform balcony area. Then the base will be back here. And we'll have access to condensed gas, to the batteries, to a couple of drops. And yeah, so one thing I want to bring up while we're here is just some of the engrams that we can grab. So let's look at the aberration only stuff. Portable rope ladder, that's alright. That's probably useful if you're building up really high. The other thing is the glow sticks. These are handy eventually. Like right now they're kind of alright. Requires green gems or whatever. The shag rug. Don't think this is really any point to have this at this point in time. We'll need the wooden cliff platforms. So this is kind of expensive. It requires 100 metal. So we'll grab that. We could do an elevator. Like there is a cheap elevator now instead of the fully metal one. Zipline anchors. Okay, these are really nice. This is how you would get around with a zipline motor, which we can get further down. We can get batteries now. The gas collector. That requires red gems, which we don't have yet. Stone cliff platform. Okay, this is actually not too bad. Doesn't require any metal. Okay, that might actually be attainable. Climbing picks definitely must have. These are things that we can use to get up and down these cliff areas. So like over here where this drop is, I think it's just a cliff. So we have to get up that with the picks, and so we could do that if we wanted to. Let's see, what else can we grab here? Look at this later. Ravager saddles, we don't have a Ravager. Zipline motor attachment, definitely grab that. Roll rat cage, we'll get that later. The glider suit, this is great. This is requires blue gems though, and a bunch of metal. We'll get it for now. This is the game changer, that once we unlock this, we are good to go. The hazmat suit. So yeah, this is a suit that we can use to go to the red zone. We don't need it right now, but eventually we will need it to go to the red zone, and there are upgradable pieces that you can use that you get out of the drops from the surface. So yeah, we'll definitely use that. Charge lantern, this is more for the red zone. Sleeping pods, we need to unlock this stuff all from when we kill Rockwell, we get this stuff. So yeah, that's not too bad. We get a few things we can get. I'll look at what we can use from all the maps that we have access to so far. And yeah, definitely get working on metal. That's probably the next biggest thing. But yeah, so we did get base. We got a few dinosaurs. And we have some security now, at least a little bit of security. So if I log back in, we won't have raptors running around here killing everything. I think we should be safe in here. Nothing's really going to spawn back in there. At least not that I'm aware of. Everything that's in here now came through the gates when I was building it. So I think we should be fine. Okay, so that's going to be it. I thank you for watching. I appreciate all the support. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.